can't believe it's nearly Christmas, and it's time we started thinking about making our boiled Christmas pudding. In my husband's family, it's done 5 weeks before Christmas on Stirring in Sunday, and it's called that because everybody in the family must have a stir for good luck. Now, last night I was busy soaking my fruit. The quantities are in the recipe, but basically I've got prunes, currants, raisins and sultanas, some glacé peel and the zest and juice of 1 orange. Of course, I've put in a good slug of South Australian brandy, and that's going to soak and plump up overnight. You could even do it a couple of days beforehand. So now we need to cream 250 grams of butter with 2 cups of brown sugar. Obviously, have your butter at room temperature, but don't melt it. When that's light and fluffy, add 6 free-range eggs, 1 at a time. Pour your mixture into a big bowl. The bigger the better, because it's going to accommodate all of the ingredients. Now we can sift in our flour, some lovely nutmeg, cinnamon and cardamom, plus a teaspoon of bicarb of soda. Give it all a mix, and then we can add 250 grams of fresh breadcrumbs. Don't use the dry, make your own fresh ones. Another big stir. That's why you need a lot of children to give you a hand. Then we add 1 grated carrot and 1 Granny Smith apple, also grated. And I like to put in some slithered almonds, about 125 grams. In my recipe, I've changed to butter, but traditionally you should use suet. And if you can order it from your butcher, it does make a much richer pudding. Another big stir, and then we add the fruit. Make sure all the brandy goes in. This will take a little bit of time, so I can talk to you about the calico you need to wrap your puddings in. If it's brand new, you need to soak it overnight and boil it for 20 minutes. This softens it and gets rid of some of the starch in the material. Well, this looks good now, and I just need to set this aside for an hour or so to let the breadcrumbs swell up. This recipe will make 1 big pudding, but I'm going to make several small ones to serve individually or give them away as presents. I've cut my pre-soaked and pre-boiled calico to size, but I need to boil it for another minute or so just to make it softer and hot. Now, you need rubber gloves for this. Squeeze out the excess liquid and then put it onto your bench. Now, what I need to do, oh, the other one can go in while this is happening. Now, I need to put some flour on there, and with a flat bottom bowl, just spread that out nice and thickly because this is going to seal our pudding. And now a big dollop of pudding mixture, enough for 1 serve. Oh, that's quite generous. Bring up the corners like so. Give it a good twist so there's no air between the material and the pudding, and then get your string and tie a really secure knot. Once you've tied that really securely, you need to wind that string up around the cloth so that the ears of the cloth don't touch the pudding. That's where mould might start. Tie that all the way up the neck of the cloth, but leave a nice long tail of string. To cook our puddings, we need a big pot of boiling water, and I've tied them to my big wooden spoon. The point is that they mustn't touch the bottom or each other. Just bubble away in this water for 2 hours. Keep an eye on them. You may need to top it up with boiling water from time to time. You'll find this recipe on our website, and you'll also find it in this month's Essay Life magazine, where we're featuring all things traditional for Christmas this year. I like to serve my pudding with brandy butter, and you'll have a recipe for that as well. Hang them now for Christmas, or wrap them up and give them away as a beautiful Christmas gift.